And finished, and federal investigators are still trying to zero in on the source of this deadly warehouse fire out in Oakland that claimed 36 lives. A criminal probe now underway that could result in murder charges, according to the DA. A former resident of this warehouse artist colony telling ABC News because of illegal power use, it was standard practice not to call the fire department if you smelled something burning. ABC 2 News' Lauren Lister has more tonight.
Today, officials zeroing in on a refrigerator and other electrical devices in this warehouse as a potential source of the massive devastation here Friday night. And 5 days later, the grim search for bodies here now complete.
Unfortunately, the number remains at 36 loss of lives. That is the final number.
A techno dance party going on when the building became an inferno. We've now learned most victims died of smoke inhalation, spending their final moments reaching out to loved ones from inside.
People calling, knowing they're going to die, making that last reach out toward your family.
Survivors shaken by the trauma.
I was in my studio with my dogs when I heard the cries for help.
And questions, including how people were living in this warehouse, an artist collective called the Ghost Chip that wasn't zoned for residential living. The building receiving at least 6 complaints in the last 2 years. One former neighbor claiming he called police twice a week to complain about fights and loud parties, but got little response.
This was treated as a low priority call. You have to kind of question whether or not, these low priority calls kind of cumulatively added up, and it did. It added up into this horrific tragedy.
One former resident at this warehouse telling ABC News there were at least 3 previous fires there, but the routine was not to call the fire department because the power was being used illegally. Safety issues all being heavily scrutinized now as part of the investigation going on here. Lauren Lister, ABC News, Oakland.